What's up everyone, it's Nick from migrateIPhone.com, and today we're going to take a look at Opera Mini. This is an alternate web browser, so like Google Chrome or like Firefox, this is another one of them. It is an alternate web browser and it's called Opera Mini. Pretty surprised that Apple actually allowed this into the App Store, as of course it is going to be a competitor to Safari, but they did, so we're going to review it today. So let's open it up. So here's the page we see when we first open it up. You get nine tabs right here, and basically this is your home page. You can set all these three. There's also this one here which I added, just Twitter. You can add an extra tab right here, and basically you can have this as your home page. So when you open up Opera, you have all your pre-installed favorite pages right here that you can click on straight away. Just a nice little feature. So basically you just click on it on the add button, choose which site you want as that tab, and when you open up Opera you'll be able to see your favorite website straight from the off, which you can click on and get to very easily. So let that load. Shouldn't take too long, and there we go. I have iPhone ready, so every time I open Opera I can see that and click on it straight away. So at the top here you have your web address bar, so you can type in all your web addresses, very easy to do, and when you click there you can get all your things that you've searched in the past. Just going to click cancel, and you also get a search tab up here. The main search engine is Google, but you can change that to some of the other ones they offer you: Amazon, eBay, Wikipedia. And you can also manage your search engines from here. So if you want to search something, if I want to search migrate iPhone, I can easily do so. There you go, we have Google, the mobile version of Google, and I've searched migrate iPhone. Pretty cool. So you also get a refresh button down here, so you can start refreshing, and you also get a X to stop that refresh, of course, when you click refresh. Up the top in that red tab you also see where it tells you what website you're on. Just a nice little feature. Down here you see these two squares. These are your tabs. So like in Safari, when you click the bottom right hand corner, you get that little sort of pro switcher type look when you can search through and flick through all your open windows. Well, on here you get your tabs, and this is probably my favorite feature of Opera, and probably the thing that I think is better than Safari, and is these tabs. So when you're on a page, you don't have to click off that page to see all your other open windows. You can stay on that page and just flick through and see if you actually want to leave that page. You can easily add a new window just from clicking there and say I want to have Twitter on that new window. I can easily do so. So if we let Twitter load, and there we go. Again, we'll go back to that in a sec. So here's my tabs. I can click on it and I don't actually leave that page. I just have a little preview, and I can flick through, and again I can add a new tab and say I want Facebook now. I load up Facebook, and I just think it's a much easier way, a much cleaner way of having tabs and having new windows than Safari's way of doing so. So I can easily flick through, and if I want to delete one I can just click the X, and there we go. If I want to stay on that page I just click on the page, and here I am on Twitter. If I want to go back to my search, I just go back to my search. It's very easy, and I do think this is probably the best thing of Opera Mini. So right down here in the bottom right we have our settings, where you can see your bookmarks, your history, your start page, which is what we saw with all the 9 squares. Get your saved pages, your settings, finding a page, and help. So that is pretty much that. If we go to the settings, you can just see some of this stuff right here that you can sort out to your liking. Click back. Now if I'm on a page, let's go to migrate iPhone. Here we have migrateIPhone.com. By the way guys, go check it out, great website of course. So yeah, when you're on a website, to me, I do not think the scrolling is as clean as Safari. If you see right now, when I scroll, it sort of comes to a sort of jolt, where on Safari it sort of steadily slows down. A minor little thing, but I think that if you want to be a good competitor to Safari, then you need to sort these sort of little things out. So when you're scrolling, it sort of just comes to a jolt. When on Safari, it comes to a nice slow stop. So just something minor, but I am quite picky with them sort of things. So let's just go back, and when you click back guys, the pages don't load again, they go back to how you last left them, which is pretty cool. So it doesn't take as long to get back to your pages. As you can see, I can easily flick through very quickly. And say this time I'm going to search in YouTube. Search in YouTube. Shouldn't take too long. Click that. So here we have YouTube. Another thing that you probably use a lot in Safari or a web browser is pinch and zoom, ability to zoom in on your page so you can see the detail more easily. Well, on Opera it is slight, there is quite a bad part of the Opera, and that is the pinch and zoom. When you pinch and zoom, you go in, you either not go in or you go in all the way. There's no way of zooming in a little bit, it goes right in. As you can see, I'm not even moving it and it just zooms straight in, which is very annoying. Also, it's not very responsive. I can do this several times and it won't actually... Alright, it's doing it now, typical. But when I've been playing around with it before, I can pinch and zoom and it won't do anything. So it's not very responsive, well, not as responsive as Safari, and it can come very annoying. So I'm just looking around and pinch and zoom and it zooms right in. Maybe I don't want to zoom in that much, so just something to be aware of. Safari is nothing like that. Pinch and zoom is a lot better. So that's pretty much that. Now if we close out of Opera now and actually go to Safari, I'll show you what I mean. So of course the scrolling is slightly better, I would say, and also the pinch and zooming. As you can see, I can zoom in little bit by bit if I want to, and it's just a lot more cleaner, a lot more easier to use on Safari than of course to Opera. Also, the thing that I was talking about is the ability to have your different windows, different tabs. If I want to see my different tabs, I have to leave this page and click there, so I'm not actually looking at that anymore, and I now have to scroll through like so. I just think that Opera's way of doing it is a bit better and actually pretty much cleaner. So I have to leave the page and then scroll through my pages to which one I want to go to. So just a slight difference in the web browsers, but I think Opera's way of doing it is probably better. So that's pretty much it, guys. That was our review on Opera Mini browser. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Okay guys, so that's pretty much it. Make sure to follow us all on Twitter, subscribe to this YouTube channel right here. You're watching Nick from iPod.com. Have a great day and I'll catch you guys real soon. Peace.